What's happening, sports fans? We welcome you back to another episode of Prep Insider. I'm going to do the mysterious reveal. Swipe left to our guests. It's the Lincoln Hornets. Anybody remaining on this team a defending CIF champion? I have lost all track of how long ago anybody was in any finals game. So we have some CIF champions here. That's awesome. Congratulations. I never won one. Please tell me what it's like. Very sad. Let's go down the line and everyone introduce yourself, name, grade, and position. And there is a second rotation that will be coming in, and we will let them introduce themselves later. But for now, Coach, let's start with you.
Coach Jason Carter.
And third year, fourth year, how long have you been at Lincoln now?
This might be my fourth year.
This will be your fourth year. And you are the all things offensive guru. Do you touch anything on the defensive side? Or
No, I let the defensive coaches do that, but I do a lot of other stuff. So,
I'm Jalil Tucker, class of 2022.
Congratulations on your recent commitment.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. How many times have you been confused for Jalil Florence in your life?
I mean,
not too many.
Yeah, I mean, people get us mixed up all the time.
Not the accidental tags on Twitter.
Nah, we never got nothing serious like that. Maybe I like practice. They'll call me Flo or something. That's about it.
Jalil Florence, class of 2022.
And have you been confused with him? No, I'm just kidding. Congratulations to both of you guys on your commitments.
Marcus Moore, class of 2022.
Nathan Acevedo, class of 2022.
Jalen Daniels, class of 22.
Guys, thank you so much for being in here. We are 1 week into the season now. You guys have a massive game coming up against a state-ranked team this year or this week. You guys happy with where the team is at? I mean, I know that's a vague question, but generally you guys can have a pretty good sense for what you have on the field this year at this point. Anybody can answer, or we can just put in subtitles later.
I feel like this game is really going to tell us where we're at. Starting the beginning of the season.
That's good hands right there.
I feel like this game is going to tell us where we're at, what we need to fix overall, and just test us in general. So I feel like this game is going to let us know what we need to do and what we need to fix. For sure.
Yes. I mean, you guys seem like predominantly, according to social media, you have more confidence than any other team in both your offensive and defensive weapons. Same level of expectations for you guys internally this year?
Of course. It doesn't change. Anytime we step on the field, we expect to go out there and give it our best and play hard.
You expect a shutout and 60 points.
Yeah, that's always the goal. We want to do that. I mean,
60 legitimately is the goal every week?
Yeah.
Like not 70, not a round 10 touchdowns?
No, we want to score as much as we can score. We want to play as hard as we can play, and that's our goal. That's what we do within our team. That's not to belittle any other team. That's what we want to do. That's our goal.
I think people get that confused a lot, and
definitely.
But I'm saying just the you guys doing it specifically to a team out of like anger or spite or anything. It's just out of holding yourselves to a certain standard, and that I think that gets lost in translation sometimes when you see other teams getting a little salty towards the end of the fourth quarter.
Wait. Oh yeah, you said. Wait, what'd you say?
I was saying that like it just seems like sometimes you guys are like you're saying you hold yourself to a certain standard. We just got to put this up to be a successful week, but teams get salty and they're like, oh, they're running it up. They're not playing with good sportsmanship. I feel like that's kind of bull.
I kind of feel like it's because we also have like so many different athletes on the field though, who all need to get like their own film and all are trying to do something too. So we're just spreading the ball around and everybody.
Yeah, if you get to the middle of the third quarter and you say to the other three receivers that haven't caught a touchdown yet today, you're like, sorry, man.
Exactly.
Maybe next week. That's a legitimately dick move, right?
Yeah.
And coaches preach all week, like start to finish, we go 100%. So it's like if a team is upset that we put up 60 on them, that's on them.
We're not playing down anybody else's skill. We're playing our Lincoln football.
Yeah, and it's just a bunch of dogs. We really don't care how they feel. We just gonna get it through.
So you guys got Los Alamitos this week. Do you guys ever get tired of big games? Do you ever want a week where it's just like, oh man, we would love a team that's a tomato can? You want the biggest. I see some laughs. I see some dismissive.
I hate playing against teams that we don't really have a game against. Like going back
I'm just
to
trying
the
to get
question
better.
that you just asked. I mean, same thing. If we were to get beat like that, we're not gonna complain like that either. We last year we took a good lick by Cathedral. They beat us. That's just what it was. So. But the year before that, we beat them. So it ain't. It's
I could do that because I'm off camera.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's not just. That's not just what it is. Whenever you play that team that's on that end of Delmar Heights Road, it always gets a little weird and subtweety.
That's we're gonna stay away from that. But
yeah, that's why it's being whispered in the background.
The thing is this: is that look, when we play them, they gonna bring it. We gonna bring it.
Well, when you play anybody in top 10 in the state type thing, like you have this week with Los Alamitos.
Yeah, there's no pressure on us. No pressure on us. Like I tell the boys, ain't no pressure.
No
on them.
pressure
They
at all.
They're gonna be great. They're gonna do
So
what
you
they
guys
need to
have them at you're at Los Al this week.
We're gonna be at
we're at-
Westminster High School.
Okay, but
Yeah.
it's
we're
an away
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
You guys have had away at San Clemente. You've had some big postseason state moments also.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious, what is more fun? Going to a road team that really is like, we're so confident in our dudes, and then smacking them and leaving with a quiet stadium, or winning a big one at home in front of the home crowd?
It's honestly like any away game we go to, we make it our field, and that's going to be our home field regardless. Like,
Because of the
no
fans
matter-
traveling, or just because of the sideline vibe? Like, what do you mean by that?
It's just like
just the
right
energy.
when we step onto the field, we just going to make sure that we on that field and make it our field.
Yeah,
And that's
obviously playing at home is a big thing, and we love seeing the fans. But Lincoln brings its own energy, regardless, like our players. So, and it's definitely fun. Like personally, I like going into somebody's.
Shoot. Don't just say shoot and turn the mic away.
Look,
What are you following up
They
there?
did a great job of answering it. They did a great
Nah,
job.
but I'm saying
they
though.
stole the answer deal.
No,
Deal,
but
deal,
I'm
deal.
saying like me personally, I like going to somebody's home and like taking it from them, right? Like
That's what we tell them. We
Right.
said, anywhere we pull up to, we're gonna make it our home. So
It's
When I
a-
ask, because you guys play the out of section game, like you guys going to Morse, that's not taking away from home. That's a relatively home game because everyone's from San Diego. It's going to Orange County. That's a clean break. Like there's one or two buses of your fans tops coming, right? Like there's not.
Yeah.
if that, yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's that's what I'm saying. Like there's sometimes it's been.
we like that, but it's
Facts.
preach is just us anyway.
Yeah.
And that just for me, that's awesome to wrap my head around because that feels like a mentality that a lot more teams need to get is that we'll go big game hunting wherever we need to in the state to get our fix and not just, we feel good about going 9-1 here within the confines of San Diego. You have a football in your hands. Is it always in your hand 24/7, or is that like you eat, sleep, and
Yes.
breathe the football? Everyone, wait, why
in
is
his
everybody
house
laughing?
24/7.
Because
He sleeps with it.
And he still fumbles it on Friday, or like no? What?
Come on now. Coach, get him on that one. Coach, get him on that one. What?
Football's always in his
Still fumbles on Friday.
Um,
I have not fumbled ever. What?
so 24/7, like he's always got this with him.
Yeah.
Sure.
When did this start? How long have you had a football within 5 feet of you?
Since as long as he's been at Lincoln, he had that football around us.
Let me think. Like,
Is this from birth? Like, were you born
not
like?
from birth, because my freshman year was my first like tackle season. So, but I think I started putting in a lot of work.
Flag
like,
football.
yeah, I played flag.
Wait, are you
I
allowed to
played
dismiss flag football considering that you guys are also like the best 7-on-7 team? Because I feel like that ends up being you're taking a shot at yourself there in the roundabout.
Take shots at say we're 7-on-7 team.
Oh God, no. Okay, look, we're gonna hit the elevator music for a second here. Yeah.
They can say 7-on-7. I know a team that.
We welcome you back to the show. If you were able to read lips, that was probably an interesting segment for you. If not, we apologize for the 90 seconds of dead air in the middle of that. We had to clear some things up as a group, and we're all friends here. We're all on the same page. Mostly seniors out there with us, or no?
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
then for the seniors right here, let me ask you guys specifically a couple of questions. And this first one, vaguely open-ended. I know you're going to say championships, but what do you want the senior class's legacy to be going forward?
I think we honestly all just want to go to state and come out with a ring and just have a successful season.
You got it, OG. That's you. You got it, OG. I got
No, you stole answers last time. You have to.
Oh, honestly, my goal is to send the most players at college, like the most senior class, like the most players at college, like class 22. I want us to have the most players in college, like coming out of Lincoln playing football type stuff. That's really what my goal is, going to Division One.
Congratulations on that, by the way.
Yes, sir.
We're doing you very dirty in terms of having you answer third or fourth every time. I do apologize
I
for
know
this.
it's crazy 'cause I'm forgetting like the complete question. What's the question again?
You get hit in the head today.
Overall
You
goal.
you
Okay.
take one of those Oklahoma drills. Yeah, just no. What do you want the legacy? What do you want the class of 22's legacy to be? Like when people look back a couple of years from now.
I'm gonna say right now, from now like to end of the season, maybe we need to build a great chemistry that we could all have as a team. I don't know. Yeah, maybe just.
I can dig it. Stuck the landing. Great answer. You talk about college admissions, and I'm curious, do you guys ever get sick and tired of people being like, oh, congrats, like, does that kind of cliche ever wear on you guys, or is that I just see that more from the media side of things?
Well, really, that's really how it is. When we get offered, everybody's like kind of surprised because we're from the inner city type stuff. They kind of surprised, especially when I got an Ivy League offer. Everybody's super
I was
surprised.
gonna say, do you guys reach a point where you're just
Stuff
sick
like
and
that.
tired, like, because that has to never stop, right?
I'm not really sick and tired of it. It's really just we keep.
Because you
proving
keep
them wrong.
flexing, and you're like, yeah. Which Ivy League did you get into?
Columbia. I didn't get into it,
Or
but
you
I
just
got Columbia.
Nerd. I'm kidding. You got into more Ivy Leagues than me, man. Congratulations. But graduation and GPAs, and like, that's been a real thing for you guys there the last couple of years, is you're in that like top percentage category every single year.
Yeah, well, you know, like Coach Dunn, he preaches to the boys that have a 3.2, 3.3 GPA. But that's a lot of the reason why guys are going to college, because they have good grades. And before I came to Lincoln, all I heard was, well, they don't have the grades. They're not disciplined enough to do this and that. So it's, you know, it was like a slap in my face.
Well, I was gonna say, isn't that part of also why you guys are successful? Is you have your full team all the time, and you're not like constantly having to rotate the offense because one or two major players were out or something like that you had planned on?
You know, all these guys play both ways. They all play both ways except for Jalen. They all are some dogs, and they just all show up and compete wherever we go. So it's not.
If we had to put you on the other side of the ball,
Pin him at DN. He
Put him at
he leaned back on that one. He said safety.
he has no type. No, he will
guard
trip him
or something.
No, at safety, he cannot
no.
catch.
Is it the
guard.
feet? It's the hands.
No juke
like,
moves
it's,
either.
He
He's
can really think he
Capucci.
got a nice hezzy, but he really don't.
So I give you. We put you. We line you up at safety, and I give you 10 coverages on your whoever from the other team. You coming up with one interception, or you guys saying he's getting beat deep every time?
Yes.
Like how is this going to go if you got to cover a pass 10 times against your best receiver?
On our team?
Yeah, on your guys' team. Yeah.
Oh, he's getting cooked.
Yeah, so that's why I want some friendly fire here at the last question before we rotate.
My receivers are really like that, so I'm not really gonna do too well.
Okay, fair. Hey, that's humility.
That's just the
That
truth.
is a good team leader
my
right there.
receivers are really like that, so I'm not holding up against them at all.
Well, guys, we really appreciate you guys coming in. We will go ahead and rotate right now, if that's okay. If you guys want to head on out, Coach, I think you have plenty of room to stay in here. So, Coach, we will ask you. It's all good. It's all good. Just leave it. It's fine. Yeah. It happens in poor design on my part. While Lincoln shuffles in and out, thanks, guys. Don't go far. We'll need you back in here at the end for the photo on Instagram. What's up, everybody? We are doing our little bit of our line shift right now, and pretty cool group of dudes. All right, coming on in is the second half of our Lincoln interview. Guys, go ahead and stall the way down, please. Let's start with name, grade, and position. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, please. We've already done coach, so we'll start right here.
Josiah Cox, safety athlete, and class of 2023.
That's where you can move it down. You grab the arm part and move there. Yeah, you're getting close enough. Yeah, it's wonky. We're figuring it out still.
Roderick Robinson, running back, class of 2023.
Hunter Wiggins, DB, class of 2023.
You're in studio with us. You get to. Oh no, you're just team muscle. Just team muscle. All right, fair enough. So guys, we were talking about a lot of things with that first half of the team, but we'll talk about this week's big game. You guys are a little bit on. You are younger than them. Any nerves about a top 10 in the state team this week, or is it all just excitement?
It's all excitement.
It's gonna be competitive. It's gonna be a competitive game.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. To be honest, I like it. I
Wouldn't
like
have it
a
any
lot.
other way.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm excited too. I'm just ready to play. I've been waiting for it. I think we've all been waiting for it.
You got track and field on. What events do you do?
I ran the 100, 200, 400, 4x1, and 4x4.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah. Other track. You guys track also or no?
Yes, I run the 400, 4x4, 4x1, and 200.
Okay, I am very curious then. I have long held that the handoff in a relay is one of the most underappreciatedly difficult things in all of sports. Yes? I see a nod.
Well, it's hard. You really got to get it right. Perfect timing.
And I'm saying that you guys probably are like, yeah, whatever, we do it in our sleep. But
Yeah.
it's not easy to learn, right? Like getting
No.
all of the... I'm saying people don't really appreciate... Like, that's really hard to figure out how to do that, right?
For us,
Yeah.
it takes about a whole practice.
No
to
cap.
get it.
That's
to get
such
it.
a lie. One practice?
Well,
A
no,
whole
no,
practice.
No.
One whole practice
whole
is
practice.
that's a huge amount of time in track.
It took like a good week because we had to switch around and stuff still.
He's saying that he's saying not for me, man. Coach, you encourage everybody 2 sports, 3 sports, 4 sports. You just let them
I tell them
choose.
compete. Just compete. Whatever we do, we compete.
I am curious then for you guys. You enjoy doing track's a good, clean mental and physical break, right? Because I talk to a lot of people fall on both sides of this. They like focusing on one sport; they feel like it makes them better. People will say, "Hell no, I need a break." Track is you love a break.
I mean, I love track, but the 400 really has my quads hurting at the end.
But does that? But do you feel like that makes you
stronger,
better for football in a way that you might not necessarily get if you were just exercising with the team doing spring ball?
Yeah.
Because it's that like competitive element to it, yeah?
Yeah.
It definitely also helps with the recruitment too. But, a lot of guys have times in those college coaches with those track times.
Yeah, you can't say that loud enough, is that there are actual benefits at the college level. It's kind of just a pop it back in thing. No, it's the thicker part of the microphone. This part up here. Pop that back in. In the realm of track, I also feel like it is crazy to see people who will be butting heads on a Friday and like be legitimately like, nah, you're my enemy, like football, blood, and steel and all that. And then in track, everyone still gets together for the clap before the guy goes to do the long jump or something like that. And you're like, you got 3 hours till your sprint, so you're not like, you're just gonna chill with your like. It seems like a crazy different environment to get to the end of the season. You're like, wait, like 4 months ago, you guys would have been like at each other, banging heads, and now you're just like, all right, whatever, let's hang out for the track meet, have some fun, catch some sun. Like I love track. It's a great environment. Any other sports or is it just track and football? Basketball?
Yes. I played basketball, football, baseball. I
Little
also
bit of
played in
everything.
one lacrosse game.
I'm about to play volleyball this
Yo,
year.
I played
Yo.
one soccer game.
Do you enjoy lacrosse?
Not
No?
really. Not really. No.
Really? You didn't enjoy the chance? Because I've always wanted the chance. I missed the boat on lacrosse. I feel like the chance to, with a stick, go out there and level somebody is very rewarding. Can we convince you to come back for another lacrosse game this year just to get one red card, thoroughly decleating some fool?
I got one. Yeah, he.
Oh, you did? Okay, great. You did.
They told me to go out there and just run somebody over, and I didn't. Even said it was illegal. And
Did you use the stick or did you just go tackle them?
I did not use the stick.
There you go. So you just committed assault. You skipped straight to assault. Hockey would work out well for you then too, if you ever want to get that going. I'm curious, who's in control of the aux cord this year? How does that get decided? I hear a laugh. I hear.
Hey, nah. I mean, to be honest, I'm gonna start to dancing for sure.
Yeah.
If I start dancing, then we all gonna start dancing.
Actually, yes, verifiable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you give us a little sample?
I mean,
You got some open space right here?
See tomorrow.
No. Can
see
you give? You
tomorrow.
can't give us an exclusive little
You'll
taste.
see tomorrow. It's gonna be live tomorrow.
Fair enough. That's a professional tease right there. Live tomorrow on the. You want to
be
plug the
live
Lincoln
tomorrow.
Instagram so you guys can fully be branded or whatever it's going to be on.
We'll see.
You'll see. Deal. Fair enough. Let's go. Let's go. That has to be a great feeling. My man, hit record on that and don't look back. That's a great experience. I'll ask the same question to you guys that I asked the other guys. You guys enjoy, though, big game hunting every single week? Like, you prefer that over a 60-0?
Yes.
Feel
Oh,
good
yeah,
about both
yes,
sides
yes,
executing?
Yes.
Where does that come from? Is that from the coaching staff? Is that just built into the program from the
It's
day
built
you
into-
line up?
I think it's built into the program, and I think it's built into just our environment. Like, just we
Have you
all
guys-
want to better each other for sure.
You guys have all been there all 4 years? 3 years? Or all 3 years transfers in?
No, I've been here 3 years.
I came here my sophomore year.
Yeah, I just came here this year.
So you guys being on the newer side, you feel like it was just baked into the whole culture, top to bottom, when you showed up?
Yes, sir. When I showed up,
It was programmed.
that's kind of what I'm trying to get at without directly indicting the previous school. Like, we have to avoid some of that. And I'm all about maintaining a job. Well, that's why I get you guys to say it, so that I don't have to be the one stepping into those landmines. Because some people interpret things in drastically different ways. But a noticeable difference?
Very. I came and I just felt like in a totally new environment, and everybody was willing to go out for the big games, and they weren't scared of it, and they were all excited, looking forward to it, compared to being at my other schools where it was just the same thing every week. And being at this new school, it's like different. It just feels a lot different.
Day-Day is kind of a quiet guy, yeah? Or does it Coach Dunn change? So that's just he just shuts the hell up around us? Fair enough. Yeah. What are some good pranks? What are some? Am I betraying the inner trust of that, or can we get a funny coach story?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I can't really tell sometimes.
I would hope you wouldn't lie
if he's playing.
I know one time I went over to his house and he had me go grab something, and then went around the other side of the house. And when I went back up to the door, he started barking and banging on the garage. 12 o'clock in the morning.
So he's next level. He's the glue guy that keeps it all running behind the Godfather. Have you seen the highlights of him in the NFL?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's why that has to be one of the bigger flexes, is he doesn't even tell you that, oh yeah, you could go look up the housing touchdowns on Monday Night Football. Like, never brings it up. I absolutely love that about it. Like, the most honest. I've had so many people new to the football scene in San Diego just be like, what's his deal? Like, he's just kind of quiet. I'm like, because he's achieved at the highest peaks and he's been to the lowest valleys, and he just no longer cares about anybody's minutia or BS on a daily level. So I'm glad to hear, though, that there's a fun side to him that I will have to be in binoculars outside practice trying to get a glimpse of. Oh, I still think he'd shut it back down around me. No, all right, deal. I will hold you to that then. Deal. I'll come see. Will you dance at practice for me?
Oh, yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Hey, if you see the speaker, it's up.
Yeah, if I see the speaker, it's up. All right, fair enough. Guys, I really appreciate all of your spending so much time with you. We will have all of the information on how you can watch their low production value. Sorry. What's up, sports fans? You can watch all of their games nationally or locally televised the rest of the season. We will include links in all of the descriptions and bios to this, how you can check that out, and follow all of their social media. We'll talk to you guys at least at practice, if not during track season. Looking forward to a great rest of the year. And Coach, congratulations on a great 4 years. Talk to you guys soon, sports fans.